Alright, let's cover how to do Living Liquid as Blackmage in 2023. This is a pretty easy fight, honestly, if you just break it down to what you absolutely need to know. We're going to focus on the easiest position, double caster comp with Blackmage on melee. This is a mechanically sound comp. It reduces the margin of error a lot, putting a ranged player in the melee slot. And right now, Dragoon, Blackmage, and Machinist are like top in T and Summoner. This is honestly what I would consider like an ideal DPS comp right now for learning and clearing this fight. Damage should be pretty high as long as everyone's performing. Real quick though, let's break down the mechanics you need for Living Liquid. Keep in mind that Black Mage is a gear dependent job, so you're going to want spell speed focused gear. If you have crit gear, it's not going to play out the way it does in this video. Your rotation is going to be slightly different. How many casts you use for certain things is going to be different. This is a spell speed focused guide with the Shadowbringer's relic weapon geared for spell speed, not crit. But let's take a look here. So dolls, right? The arena will break into 3 tornadoes. These blue circles are the tornadoes. You're going to, as melee 2, just be attacking Living Liquid and reapplying your Thunder Dot to the hand. That's the only thing you do to the hand. But you're going to go, once tornadoes spawn, into this southeast corner. And the dolls can spawn in slightly different variations, but it's usually something like this. We're the second doll, second melee, which spawns down here. So you're going to attack that one. Once that doll's below 24% HP, you're going to run up to here. And that's it. That's really all you have to do. So, that's dolls. That's literally all you have to know about the movement. What you do need to know that's not about the movement is this. This is the full Living Liquid mechanics. There's dolls, there's Protean 1, and there's Protean 2, and that's it. That's all you need to know as Blackmage in 2023. For dolls, we save triple cast. We save 1, so we can open on our doll with Fire 4, Fire 4, Fire 1, and then we have to check the HP and cast one of the following spells based on its HP. And sometimes, if you roll low enough damage, you might have to cast another spell after this. For example, at 35% HP, it says you can cast Fire 1. But if your Fire 1 only drops it to 25% HP, you might have to follow up with a Scathe. It's pretty rare for that to happen, but it can happen. Otherwise, you usually only have to cast one spell. 36% plus, Fire 4, check the HP again. 30 to 35, free Fire 3. 29 to 35%, cast Fire 1, and if it's at 28 to 25%, you actually just throw a Scathe on it, so that then you can start pre-moving it into position at that point. If you do have a Scathe pull, which is, I don't know, fairly common but not all the time, it's going to bring you to a point in your rotation where you might have 2,000 or less mana. Don't cast Fire 4, cast Despair. That's really all you need to know about the rotation of the doll. You need to be flexible with these things. Lastly, since we're melee 2, we're going to do Protean 1 like this, north, east, and southeast. We'll cover that more in detail shortly. And then for Protean 2, we're going to actually do an uptime east, east, northeast, which is not in any of the toolboxes. So let's take a look here. We're going to pre-pull ley lines with the 2 minutes and sharp cast at 16 seconds. Very standard Blackmage stuff, right? But that pre-pull ley lines is to line up our 2 minutes later in the fight. But this is all very standard. Fire 3 into Thunder opener. Super easy. Mana font. You know the drill by now if you're doing ultimates. We will not be addling this, though the summoner does, because we have 2 casters. Alright, so here's that southeast corner. We're going to slide into it. At this point, using Sharp Cast, we put the dot on both bosses. This is pretty smart to do. And then we focus Living Liquid. 2 Fire 4s, and then we triple cast on the doll. It'll always be like this. Alright, Fire 4, Fire 4, Fire 1, and then check HP. In this particular pull, 27% HP. So that, again, if we look at our notepad, is Scathe HP, right? Scathe HP. So we are going to Scathe while running to middle. There's the Scathe. We're in middle. We don't even have to target the doll anymore. We don't even have to check if Scathe did enough damage. It's going to do enough damage. You don't even have to worry about it. 27% HP, used Scathe. We're on Living Liquid now. And we're going to continue our rotation at 3600 mana, which is going to be like Fire into Despair. Right? Boom. There's that 2k mana because Scathe you're probably not going to be used to how Scathe impacts your MP pool. Alright, and then you're going to reapply your Thunder Dot. And now we're just chilling north. That's all you need to know, is be up here in this north area, attacking Living Liquid and applying Thunder to both players, or both bosses. Save your triple cast for when you need to move here. Right now, triple cast, and we're going to go east, which will be to your left. Right, so north for Protean 1, east for Protean 2. Wait here. Don't drop your fire buff, use a Fire 1. Use Swift Cast as well. And then get behind this tank southeast. Is the Fire 1. And we actually move really early here because I know it well, but you don't have to risk it that hard. That's just for uptime to minimize the downtime with movement. Now that we're back up north, we're going to start blasting this boss. We will addle this AoE, typically on the second splash or later, but the key to this rotation here is to use Foul, then addle. And depending on how close you are to capping your Zeno, you might even fit like a Blizzard and your Sharpcast Thunder before the Foul or addle. It just depends. But typically you're going to finish Fire, Foul, addle, Sharpcast Thunder on both bosses, then Blizzard. That's pretty typical. We're applying Thunder Dots. We're shifting into Ice Phase. We only used that one Foul so far to AoE them both. And then we're going to stand east. This is not in any of the toolboxes, but you need to pop Mana Ward here. So we're going to fit a Mana Ward in. We're going to dodge out of an AoE, back into east, and then northeast to bait the tornado. Invariably. So check this out. There's Mana Ward, Fire 4, Fire 4, we're going to move, Fire 1, back in, Fire 4, and we used a Xenoglossy. So you use your Xenos here, come out here to bait the tornado. This is northeast, and you just finish off the boss. Don't drop your buffs. I dropped my buffs. Alright, Limit Cut, not really much to say about it. Nothing Blackmage specific. You have to be in Ice Phase and spam your Umbral Soul. We don't have it here because I messed up, but that's okay. We happen to be 2, doing the 1, 2, 5, 6 strat. So just remember, sure cast. It's pretty much every 2 explosions. Be in this pizza slice or you die. Check this out. Sprint through them. Very, very easy. Stop at the line because we're 1, 2, 5, 6. And then we're good. Limit Cut's very, very time consuming to learn. And then when you get to middle, find the A marker. Melee 2 is to the left of it. So right here is our spot. And we're going to